Alright guys, Will here from ZaltekReviews.com. Today I'm finally taking a look at the Henry Archer Vesterhav sports watch. I have looked at a couple of other watches from Henry Archer and they were both excellent. The ones that I looked at before were more on the dive watch kind of genre, but they finally made a sports watch, like a everyday go anywhere, do anything style watch. And what do I think about it? Well, play the intro. Right guys, the Henry Archer Vesterhav, I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll run through the specs, I'll let you know what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and I'll give you my final conclusion right at the end. Right guys, let me move this a wee bit. Right, price of these are $499 US. However, if you live in the UK and you've got your tax, all the rest of the crap that we get humped for, you're looking at just over £500. I think it's £504 all in. Quite pricey. But then we do live in rip-off Britain. Right, the specs. Case diameter 39.8mm, a total thickness of 10.4mm, lug to lug 46.6mm, and the watch has a 20mm lug width. The total weight with the bracelet sized up for my 6.8 inch wrist is 144 grams. The movement, it is a Miyota 9019, and you might be wondering what's a 9019. Well, it's a slightly refined version of the 9015. Basically equates to a thinner movement overall, not by much, but it all helps. It is a brilliant movement, and the only other brand that I know that has used this in the past, that I've reviewed anyway, is Traska watches. I'll no bother going through the specs of the movement, you should know that by now. It's a 4Hz movement, smooth sweet. The case, it's brushed and polished 316L stainless steel. Now, I've said that about a million times, just that line. However, the finishing on this is outstanding. The polishing, the brushing on the bracelet, on the case, on the bezel, oh, it's flawless, absolutely flawless. The bezel is brushed on top. It's kind of, it's polished on the side, and it's actually two-stepped. So you got brushing, polishing, brushing again, then you got brushing of the case, then you've got a polished chamfered edge that runs right along the top, then you got brushing again, and there's also, there's a wee bit of polishing on right at the very bottom. It's like a wee small undercut. Very nice. That's what you call attention to detail. I like that. Even like the bracelet and all that, it matches the watch head perfectly. Struggling with this one because, as I said in the intro, I might give you what I don't like and what I do like. to be honest with you, I struggle to find anything that's wrong with this watch. Right, where was I? Done that. Oh, the bracelet, it's brushed and polished as well. As you can see, it's mainly brushed, but it does have like a polished chamfered edge that runs right along the top there that sort of ties in with the polished accent on the case. It's really nice. Obviously 3-link oyster style, but this one has female end links, which is much better. It is screw pins for sizing, and the screws are fantastic. Really high quality, and you also have a mill clasp, and it's a really nice, I like the design, I like the vertical lines and the logo in the middle. The push button deploy it. Polished chamfered edge along the edges, both sides, that matches the bracelet and the case. It is also has on the fly adjustment, as you can see there, and it's all hunky-dory, very good quality, very good quality. Just leave that there. Right, what's next? Done that. Right, flat sapphire crystal, and it's an extremely nice bit of glass here. There's no milkiness at the edges, it's just, I know it's crystal clear all over. It's flat, did I mention that? Aye, it's flat sapphire, and it also has 6 layers of AR coatings on the underside, and I've not had any issues with legibility. This is a white dial. Obviously I've got the white dial. I did actually pay for this watch, but thanks to the owner, he did give me a bit of a discount. So thanks again, Henry. I appreciate that. But before I bought this, I was actually in two minds, because there's 2 white dials. You've got this optic white, and there's also the, what's it called, polar black. Now, I had the Norzo, the dive watch, and I got that in polar black, and I thought, no, I'll go with the optic white this time. And it's very nice. Gunmetal surrounds on the hands, on the buttons. Perfect. Super legible. Hang on a sec. I've done, right, the dial. The dial is gorgeous. As you can see, that texture there. You don't get this texture on every colourway. I think you get it on this one, the polar black, and as well as the black dial version as well. The rest are sort of, well, I'll show you pictures later when I give you all the different colourways. Well, there's also a meteorite dial as well, which looks rather tasty, but that's a bit more expensive. The dial, I was talking about that. Fence post style hands, very nice. You've got that segmented bit there in the middle on the minute hand. The seconds hand is like a pale blue with an orange tip at the very edge. It goes right out to the very edge of the minute track, perfectly sized. The same with the hour and minute hands there, perfectly sized. No issues on that front. The logo is actually applied, I think. Well, you could see it there. The only printing is the model name and the water resistance underneath. A wee bit of orange on the water resistance text that matches the tip of the seconds hand. There's also various points of that orange on the 15, well, the 3, 6 and 9 and the 12. The baby blue style, you'll see that in the minute track as well, which is all lovely jubbly. Alright, gorgeous style. Dated 6 as well, perfect. Chamfered edge, there's no frame or anything stupid like that to make it look chintzy. Chintzy. That's a fucking funny word, isn't it? Chintzy. Fucking hell. I need to get out more. Right, anyway, the date complications perfectly executed. Just exactly how I would do it. Now, I did mention when I reviewed the other Henry Archer watches, I kept saying to Henrik, the owner, I kept saying, need to do a date option, man. And I kept saying, do a date at 6. No frame, colour matched. And he's done that with this. So, big massive thumbs up from me. I like that. That's pretty much the dial. Oh, the loom. The loom on this is Swiss Superluminova BGW9 and it's grade A. The best BGW9 that you can get. Strongest. But you could have that on any watch. The good thing about this one is it's applied perfectly. Execution is brilliant. Nice and even. Nice and strong. And I mean, obviously it will fade eventually, but it does last a long time. But when it does fade, the hands and the buttons, the hour markers, fade at the same time. There's no one stronger than the other, if you know what I mean. Sports watch as well, water resistance of 200 metres, so take this swimming, no problem. Jump in the sea, do what you want. Perfect amount of water resistance. It's actually more than you actually need in a sports watch, to be honest with you. 100 metres would be the minimum, well, what I would like to see. There's quite a lot of sports watches that would go for about 150. But Henry Archer, being Henry Archer, has went a step further and made it 200 metres, so no complaints. Case back is screw down. It is of the exhibition display variety. And I'll try to show you, I've not got very good overhead lighting, to be honest with you, but nice finishing on that movement. Focus. And that is like a custom rotor and all that. Various finishing up there. But that's also a piece of sapphire glass as well. So you've got a sapphire sandwich, basic specs around the edge. It's all lovely, nice and smooth, really well finished, brushed and polished like pretty much the rest of the watch. So excellent. What's next? The crown, I'll just give you a quick look at that quickly. It's very nice. You see you've got that wee touch of colour there. And it's signed. Screw down, by the way. Perfect size. What would that measure it at? 6.5mm. Perfectly proportioned. I'm going to say perfect a lot in this review. You might be thinking, oh, you seem to be getting a hell of a lot of watches that you've been given really high praise for recently. To be honest with you, I only want to see watches that are good, or at least I think they're good before I get them in, or I buy them, or whatever. Because I don't really want to just get shite watches in and just totally roast them and swear all the way through the review and say it's fucking totally shite and all the rest of it. I didn't want to do that. It's only on the rare occasion that I'll get something that I think's good and it'll come in and I'll go, oh, fucking hell, this is shit. So that's why I kind of focus when I'm reaching out to brands and whatnot, is getting stuff in that I think primarily is very good. So before you say anything, that's why. because you'd be surprised at the comments I get. Honest to God, I feel like banging my head on the desk with some of the comments I get. But whatever. Right, right, colour options. Right, here we go. Right, you have Raven Black, which is very nice. I'm more a fan of more traditional. I like black, white, blue, that kind of colourway. I'm not really into vibrant, loud colours, but there is with the Vesterhav. I.e., you've got Vega Pink. What else? Polaris Purple. Tide Green. Never been a fan of green watches. It could be the best watch on the planet and I wouldn't get it in green. What other ones have we got? Atlas Meteorite. That's lovely. I do like that. Aquila Blue. Is it Aquila? Oh, fuck knows. It's blue. Polar Black, as I mentioned earlier on. And obviously this one, Optic White. These are available to buy now. There was no pre-order, I don't think. That's it. They're all made. You go to the website, you buy them, they get shipped straight away. How it should be. Warranty wise, 2 years. Perfect. Absolutely brilliant watch. And it ticks all my boxes just for the design of it. Nice logo, beautiful dial. Oh, it's just the build quality is perfect. Finishing is flawless. Outstanding watch, no question. If you're in the UK and you get a bit of a discount to bring it down to like what the actual MSRP is, which is $489, you're paying more in the UK. But fucking, it's nothing to do with Henry Archer. It's all down to this stupid country. Anyway, brilliant watch. Excellent. It's definitely gone on my elite list because Platinum Award. Fantastic. I can't fault it. It is almost pretty much what I would design. Would I change anything? Aye, I'd put my own fucking logo on it instead of Henry Archer. That's how good it is. Other than that, I mean, I wouldn't have bothered with the kind of baby blue text or the numbers on the date wheel. I would have just made that black. But other than that, bang on. Perfect. So that's about it, guys. Brilliant watch, highly recommended. Buy one. For sure. I did. Right, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Toodles.